Imagine you're about to buy a house right here in the Pensacola area. You found the one. You use one of our agents to write up the offer. I know, shameless plug, but stick with me. And they say, okay, now it's time to put down your earnest money. And you go, my what? If you've ever heard of the term earnest money and just nodded along like you knew what it meant, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you'll understand earnest money better than most people sitting at a closing table. Let's get into it. I'm Felix, the broker owner at Pelican Realty Co, serving the Pensacola area across Escambia, Santa Rosa, and Okaloosa County. This is Real Estate Explained. This is where we take one word or group of words that gets thrown around in every real estate deal and actually break it down so nobody can use it to confuse you. Today's word is earnest money. So first, what is it? Earnest money is a deposit you put down when you make an offer on a house. That's actually where the name comes from. You're buying in earnest. You mean it. Think of it like this. Anyone can say they want to buy a house. Earnest money is you putting a little skin in the game to prove it. It tells the seller, I'm not just kicking tires. I'm a real buyer. Take my offer seriously and go ahead and take the house off the market for me. Now, how much? Usually it's somewhere between 1% and 3% of the price of the home, though it can vary depending on the area and how competitive the market is. So on a $300,000 house, you might be putting down somewhere between $3,000 to $9,000. And here's the part most people get wrong. That money doesn't just disappear. It goes into a neutral third-party account called escrow, another word we'll dive into in another video. Not the seller's pocket, not your agent's pocket. It sits safely in the middle until the deal closes. Okay, so that's what it is. Now, what's it actually for and what happens to it? Here's the good news. In a normal deal, you're not losing that money. When you get to a closing, your earnest money gets credited back to you. It goes towards your down payment and your closing costs. So it's not an extra fee on top of anything. It really is just a chunk of money you're paying early instead of at the end. But that is the important part. There are situations where you can lose it. If you decide halfway through, I changed my mind, I don't feel like buying this house, and you walk away for no valid reason, the seller can keep your earnest money because they took their house off the market for you, turned away other buyers, and you wasted their time. So how do you protect yourself? The word is contingencies. Another word, talk about in another video. These are like safety nets written into your contracts. If your inspection comes back with the house and the house has a serious problem, you can actually back out and keep your money. If your financing falls through and the bank won't give you the loan, you can actually back out and keep your money as long as those contingencies are built in. If the appraisal comes in too low, same thing. As long as you're backing out for a reason your contract actually protects, you get your earnest money back. The people who lose it are usually the ones who have cold feet and for no real reason and who didn't have the right protections in their contracts in the first place. So, why does this actually matter to you as a buyer? Two reasons. First, in a competitive market, your earnest money is a tool, right? A strong earnest money deposit can make your offer stand out. It signals to the seller that you're serious. You're not going to flake. Sometimes that's the difference between your offer getting accepted and another person's offer getting accepted. Second, and more importantly, this is real money. We're talking about thousands of dollars. And whether you protect it or lose it comes down to your contract being written and whether you've got the right agent, one of our agents, shameless plug, I'm sorry, in your corner, who knows exactly which contingencies you need and what deadlines you have to hit. Because here's the thing nobody tells you. Those protections have limits. Miss a deadline and a contingency that was protecting your money can quietly expire. That's not something you want to learn the hard way with $5,000 of your own money on the line. And that's exactly why who represents you matters. Pelican Realty Co, this is what our team does. We make sure your money's protected, your deadlines are met, and you never sign something you don't understand. We explain every single piece of your transaction this clearly because a confused buyer makes expensive mistakes, and we're not going to let that happen to you. So if you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in the Escambia, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa area, whether it's next month or next year, reach out and we'll connect you with one of our agents who can walk you through it. Even if you just have a question, that's what we're here for. I want, obviously, everyone to subscribe and drop any questions you have about earnest money in the comments, or any crazy stories you have had about your earnest money. Hopefully there aren't any, in the comments below. Once again, subscribe. We'll be putting one of these out every week. My name is Felix, and I'm with Pelican Realty Co, and we'll see you on the next one.